Yo, 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 Bully and the Beast podcast. Cuddy is here with me, my girl Passport Cuddy.
Hey, L'Oreal. Hey,
Hi, Cuddy.
what's
I'm,
up?
I'm Lorel, y'all. We got T Diddy, we got Smith. Right now, Wax had to take care of a personal situation. He's dealing with a loss. So just keep your prayers and thoughts, towards Wax and send him some love and all that good stuff. And we're gonna miss him, but fuck that nigga this episode. We gonna do some motherfucking helping people. We gonna give some advice. We gonna talk some shit. I know y'all seen what's been going on lately. There's a lot of shit that we just can't ignore. The Jada and Will situation with August Alsina. I know T Diddy better have that somewhere up in that motherfucking mix. Our girl Angela Yee, she set that interview off. Cuddy, what you been doing lately since the quarantine and all that crazy stuff that's been going on?
I'm turning my book into a series, scripted series. So I've been doing that. And I take consultation calls, like advice calls and stuff now. So I've been on the phone like 8 hours a day, every day.
How is that? Is that like draining sometimes? Because you're like listening to people's problems and you're like,
No, really. It's really not. I'm like, I'm loving it for now.
So why don't did you ever think about going into therapy? Like you becoming a damn therapist yourself? This sounds like a lot of money you could be making off of this.
Yeah. But this is the thing. I'm like, I kind of am close to already making that money now without it. So like, I was thinking to myself, like, maybe you should go back to school to get your license. But then I was like, or what?
How long would that take? I think that's what a lot of people think.
I got a bachelor's already. So it would be another 2 years for my master's. But I'm like super big on therapy. I do a lot of self-help anyway. I've been in therapy for so many years. And I'm always continuing education, reading all these psychology books, self-help, following all like these doctors, watching videos. I'm always like self-teaching myself anyway.
Right. So
kind of like, I really be helping people. I be getting the reviews from people and the feedback, and I'm like, and now they love it so much that they're like, I like you better than my therapist. Can we do a package? So like packages.
What's the scariest call you ever gotten? Has anybody ever called you like, I'm about to jump?
A long time ago, not recently. Like a long time ago, somebody basically had sex with somebody she didn't want to have sex with.
By the way, we definitely need to throw in a number for suicide prevention because it happens with a lot of people. But so how did you handle that? Because that's tricky.
That one I kind of just lessened she made it out to be way bigger than it really was, and I was just like, fuck both of them. Like it was like she was doing something with somebody because her boyfriend like kind of made her. But sometimes they have there's situations where like guys like damn near like be pimping girls to a certain degree. Like,
right. Oh, that's a good. So have you ever known anybody that got, and not to switch the subject, but this is something that I was basically faced with. Somebody came to me about some shit with some pimping situation the other day. Have you ever known anybody? Huh?
What, to be a madam?
Like, no, have you ever known anybody that got pimped out? Like, that you couldn't believe it?
Yeah, for sure. And I didn't believe it because it was actually done by somebody that I was with. And later on, that
no way
told me what he had done to her. And I was like, she was like, how could you still speak about him in such a great light? Like, he's a monster. And I'm like, he didn't do that to me, but and I think that back in the day when I first found out about it, I was more people would say it's victim shaming now, like now there's a term for it, but I probably, because when she told me I was in my 20s, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you let him do that? Like, why would you do those things?
She was like selling her body, because this is what I don't understand. Yeah. Pimping is so different nowadays. Was she like selling herself and giving him the money? Or like, how was it? Was she stripping?
there's different forms. Well, definitely they will put you in a strip club and then take the money and be like, oh, I'm gonna manage it. You know, like.
But how the fuck do you figure? And like again, I'm not trying to shame anybody, but at what point in time do you see? Because all right, I'm gonna just put it like this: the situation that I know is a girl that was doing very well on her own, and it had nothing to do with nothing. You get what I'm saying? And then she got wrapped up with the dude. But it's like she didn't have to. Like she had her own money, her own crib. Yeah. She had shit going on, her car, everything.
There's these voids that people, and this kind of stems back to the therapy situation. You know, like there's these voids that some women be having that if the right person, not right, but if somebody who's good enough at manipulation comes along, they can totally manipulate them into thinking like that they're their security, they're their protector, they're the person who's going to look out for them, make sure that they're good. And if they feel like they've been doing all of this on their own for so long and, you know, don't have nobody to look out for them, if they come marketing themselves as somebody who's going to, you know, look out for you, girls will be like, oh, you know, I've had people call me on the Cuddy call saying like, oh, I gave him money to hold for me because, you know, he's better with money. He's better with money than I am. But then, like, when she want it back, then the money's gone. And
money's gone. And it be regular niggas. That's the crazy thing. It ain't like, I'm like, how? But, okay. Speaking of that, you know what, especially with a pimp, he has several different women he's dating. Could you date a guy that's dating different women at the same time?
Well, I would be lying if I said no, because that's what cheaters do. That's what cheaters are doing. Mm-hmm. And I've stayed with a cheater before. So to be like, no, is like, you don't want to admit it and be like, yeah. But by the time, like, if you're dealing with a guy and you find out that he's fucking like a whole bunch of bitches and then you still stay with him, basically the same thing. I always say, like, get it, you know, we don't like how it sounds, but it is what it is. Like, especially if you stay, like, once you know and you stay, you are saying, okay, you know, you're accepting it.
Exactly.
So, go ahead.
Because I wouldn't necessarily put those two together in a way, because if you're staying, you're hoping he's not going to do it again, though. Not necessarily.
Yeah, but if you stay repeatedly, you know he's
know who you got.
No, you're right. I'm just saying, like, original.
Let me tell you something, twerk God. You, first of all, you denounce. Second of all, because he just gonna pop up like ain't nothing ever. Cuddy, can we please remember what we talking about right now? Because I'm gonna tie that into the Will and Jada stuff. But just 1 second, because this motherfucker gonna try to come back on here like ain't shit happened. Let me give you the backstory. Last Monday was supposed to be a twerk contest. Now it was Twerk God versus Khalik, who used to be an intern at the Breakfast Club, correct?
Yep.
So he's familiar with the show. Now this motherfucking punk ass bitch here, this nigga Twerk God didn't even show up to work, y'all. This is the first time he ever missed an episode. He did not come to work. Explain it. He had the apology.
He choked?
No, I didn't choke. I'll beat Khalik, first of all. Let's get that out the way.
You beat him.
Well, you know, what do you say?
Oh. Unlocked. A long time.
Go ahead. Well, we want to hear what the fuck you got to say.
I had to, you know, I do videography, and
do you?
I do. And I had to shoot. I had my first real estate gig. I shot a house, and then I also had to shoot the protest. Eastchester, New York. I shot a protest for them. For that town. So I was busy.
Can you please put some violins right here? Let me explain to you. This motherfucker, we all have a chat and we say, is this time okay? And everybody agrees to a time. He knew that he was the highlight of last episode. He tried to play. And you lucky that Wax ain't here. That's the only reason why we ain't got you twerking today. But Wax has been added into the contest, y'all. So it will be a 3-way contest. It's a versus Twerk God versus Khalik.
I don't know if he really into that.
And if Wax doesn't, he has to show his ball spot.
That's it. Boom. So either the ball spot or he got to learn how to twerk from Khalik or a twerk guy. Okay, now back to the show.
Hilarious.
Fuck you. And we had to all say sorry for you. So
I seen that. Appreciate that on my behalf. Thank you, guys.
Fuck you. Okay, back to our show. So, all right. So okay, I'm confused though.
She was saying
all right.
Cheating. She was saying that that's not the same.
She doesn't think it's the same because you want him to stop. So that's the difference.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. But I understand, like, if he keeps doing it, you got to learn how to leave, whatever like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't think people intentionally stay and they be like, oh, it's okay. Like, they're happy with, like.
But you still agreeing to do it. Like, okay, let's talk about Will and Jada. Now, Will and Jada, obviously, this is something that's been going on for a long time. Hold on,
we have a listener too.
No, you're lying, Smith. Okay, so there's also a meme going around. Oh, sorry, y'all. Today going to be a little bit different. We're going to have some callers joining in. Hopefully it's some guys because I know y'all going to be like, where's the guy's perspective? And twerk guy doesn't count because he's a fucking asshole. And he's kind of a bitch right now. We Demon, you got to put a crown on this episode. So anyway, so back to this. The Red Table Talk, if y'all don't know, if y'all didn't hear it, August Alsina sat down with Angela Yee, of course, and he basically said and confirmed what we've been hearing about for a long time is that he had a relationship with Jada Pinkett. Now, people have been saying that Will Smith and Jada have been swingers for years. I've been hearing this rumor for years. But the thing is, like, nobody's ever come out and said anything. Now, we've seen the pictures of August and Jada pop up, and there was speculations. He even went on vacations with them. We've seen this over the years. But people was quiet pretty much, and left it alone because there was no hard proof. So now he sat down and he said he got the blessing from Will to have a relationship with Jada, and now here we are. So there's memes going around of Jada sitting at the Red Table Talk with herself, and now she's actually saying she's going to bring herself to Red Table Talk. Do y'all think, before we even get into the whole cheating shit, do y'all think that Jada is going to be honest, because she hasn't been all this time on no Red Table Talk? Do you think she's going to be honest? And, like, what do you think she's going to say, even? What can she say?
No, but it's not really cheating, though.
How's it not cheat? I mean, at the end of the day, it's cheating in how America or whatever eyes, or what's the, not America, but
Societal.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's like, you look at that and you would be like, what the fuck, y'all married? Why are you fucking a 25-year-old boy or whatever the case?
But you know what? But what was that part that he said, not romanticism? What? I'm lost.
I think he's trying to say that Will and Jada are in a partnership. Not.
I thought he was saying they weren't having romanticism. I thought they.
Oh no, I seen all the romanticism up in the pictures and all that stuff. Like, they look very close and cozy, and the way that man was acting is not like a man that wasn't having sex with someone. Okay, that's what would Wax say? That's raw sex.
And he said he could die right now and be cool with his life.
He talked about dying too many times. He like, I'll die empty, and I was like, he like, yeah. But when he said that, it was weird. Like, that's not gonna be a person you're not having sex with.
Love. How old is he now? Let me Google.
He's 25
now.
Yes,
no.
Right.
He was 27 now.
Oh, 27. He was 25 then. Sorry.
Cool girl.
Okay, who we got joining us? Lock you down. Okay. Hi. So what you think about this Will and Jada situation? You cool with having a relationship where you can have a relationship with other people? Like, what's that? Just an open marriage, obviously.
I don't agree with it at all. I don't feel comfortable. There's too many energies, too many feelings involved. It's too much. It's just too complicated.
Right.
It's just
I don't want to see somebody that I'm with fucking somebody else. Like, I can't just see them be cuddled up and on the carpet and I'm at home. But then again, Will was going on vacation with his ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a girl that was floating around that they said Will was with. about like a year and a half ago or something. There was.
I remember they was on vacation or some shit too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What's all these
Well,
vacations?
Wasn't the rumor that they were like swingers or something? So they might be. They've been married for a long time, so I think they have this agreement where they're probably just okay with that type of thing. As long as they remain loyal and committed to each other, I think they probably okay with that.
You feel like that's like the new normal in relationships where people just don't talk about it?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
I don't think it's normal.
I mean, is it not? Because you said that you're not okay with it, but it happens, so that would be normal.
Well, I think normal.
Other people.
It's normal for you now, though. Because if it's like, whatever, I'm not okay with it, but it happened, that's a new norm.
Yeah.
I guess once you become numb to it, it becomes normal, I guess, right?
Yeah. It's kind of sad because is that settling now?
Yeah, if you don't like it. Anything you don't like is settling.
But damn, that's kind of sad because it's like.
I think it's you settle when you just don't, you're not like comfortable enough with yourself and who you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying?
So are you okay with your mate cheating on you? Or not cheating or stepping out?
No.
See, but what if it was something that they were okay with? So it was something that they couldn't stop. You get what I'm trying to say? So they're on it. That's one thing they do is have multiple people in their lives. Are you willing to stay with them even though you know that they're like that?
I think that's why it's important to really get to know. Sorry, loud ass truck.
It's okay.
But I think it's important to really take the time to date and court. Like nowadays, like people just they're looking for this instant gratification, this quickness. They don't really want to take the time and be patient and learn the person they're with. Because if you take the time and date and court, you'll learn that, oh, this person likes to sleep around. Oh, this person likes to have multiple whatever. Okay, I can't deal with this person. You know what I'm saying? So,
are you in a relationship?
I'm not. I'm currently dating.
What was the last relationship you had? What was the reason why y'all broke up?
Well, I've called in several times before.
Yeah, I remember. I remember you. I know you from Instagram and everything.
Relationship I was just very unhappy in the relationship. Like I rushed the relationship, got into a committed relationship with him like less than a month. And then 6 months in, I'm just miserable, unhappy. And I stayed for like 2.5 years. And I mean, it was just like a steady decline, like just not good. But I learned that I had personal things that I was dealing with that I needed to address.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I had to remove myself from the situation. But I wasn't happy with him. I wasn't happy with the individual he is. Just was not good at all.
So if somebody comes and they treat you amazingly, they sweep you off your feet and they're like, listen, I just got to tell you this one thing. I have like 2 other women that I deal with, but like, you know, you're my main, whatever. I'm going to treat you like a queen. And you had no clue. Would you stay with them? And you were happy as fuck.
Probably not, no. Because, I mean, at this point in my life right now, like, I'm really about my peace, what I want, and I'm determined to get what I want. If I'm not okay with that, like, you know, I just can't deal with it. Like, this guy I'm kind of dating now.
Okay. Tell us about him. What drama y'all got going on?
Oh, my Lord. Like, he's on a completely different level, like, than what I'm used to.
In a good way?
In a great way.
Oh, good.
I'm used to like dependable guys, like dependent guys. They looking for me to, you know what I'm saying? They want to drive my car. They want to live in my house. You know, I'm doing all this extra bullshit for them.
Yeah, we told you to kick the last nigga out. I remember that.
Wait, what's your sign?
Huh?
What's your sign?
I'm in Aries.
Okay.
This nigga was selling weed out the crib. I remember that shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
But now I'm like, okay, it's about my peace. I want to date, but it's been hard because of this, you know, coronavirus stuff. Mm-hmm. So I tried the online dating. So I met him on Bumble.
No way. How did that go? That was your first time doing online dating?
Huh? You said what?
That was your first time doing online dating?
Well, I've been on this BLK app, trifling. It's just but But Bumble, I was like, let me just try it out. Literally, the second day I was on there, I linked with him, and he's not even from. Well, I'm from St. Louis. He's not even from St. Louis. He lives in St. Louis. He's only lived in St. Louis for 3 years, but he's from Mississippi.
So what happened? What's going on though?
Like we've been. I told him, I said, you can't come over my house. Like nobody can come over my house until I'm 100% comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want him to turn it into a trap like the
Exactly. So he was like, okay, that's fine. I understand. So he's like, you just come over to my house. And I was kind of skeptical because I'm like, okay. But I went over, nice place. He's a teacher, which I love, educated, and he's country. He was raised by his grandmama. Lord. Okay, so I'm like, okay.
Mamas be doing good.
Like, so look, I'm like, I wonder what his sex is like. And me, we women, we love a nice, girthy, lengthy,
Oh, I'm scared to say what it is. Go ahead.
His penis is little. How?
Ah!
Like, for real.
I thought she was saying it was nice and lengthy and girthy.
No, but it's the best sex I have ever had. I'm 30 years old. This is
Really?
Last night, I may have had an orgasm like 6 times. Okay, and I've never in my life experienced anything like that. Like never.
Well, I guess size doesn't matter.
When you say small, what's small?
I have a question though. It
What's
takes
small?
him to nut, and I don't know what to do. Like it takes him a long time to nut.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like.
Look at Angela.
You know what Wax would say when he said that.
What would he say?
Wax would be like, "Whoa, what's going on with you?"
Yes, he would.
That's the thing, like, cause I told him I was like, I feel inadequate. Like I'm not even used to this. I'm used to guys nutting in literally 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He like can last, and I'm thinking like, well,
what if he's taking Blue Chew?
What about if he? Do you know for sure that he's not like jerking off before?
Exactly, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so because his balls are like compact. Like they're not droopy or anything. So it's like you have nut there that needs to be released. What's going on? Like,
but do you make him come eventually? Do you make him come eventually?
No, like last night he didn't come at all, and we had sex. I know it had to be a good hour and a half.
Wait,
is there foreplay?
Yes. Like the kisses are. These kisses, y'all, when I tell y'all, oh my God.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Have you ever made him come?
Well, we've only had sex twice.
Okay.
And you didn't make him come neither one of them times?
Oh, no. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. And he's a pleaser. Like, he does it all.
Marv, we need some help, Marv.
I don't know what to do.
You're the only guy that can help us because Twerk God is on punishment. So we need some help, Marv. Okay, so Marv, she can't make her man come. What's she doing wrong?
You don't like her enough. That's all it is.
He does. I can tell by actions. He does like me. He was just like, it just takes him a while to do it. He told me he didn't like condoms. That's what it is. And I'm like, well, can I take out the condom?
He's trying to take the condom off.
That's what it is.
I'm not ready for that.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. If he's trying to take the condom off, so you better watch how he might start breaking it mid-sex, and next thing you know, you pregnant.
But no, I trust him enough. Like he's not even gonna do that because I told him I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing it without a condom right now. Hell,
yeah, that's what's taking so long.
That's what it is. But he may throw it off. Like I was watching that show on HBO, May Destroy You, and she was messing with some Indian dude. He was like, "Turn around, let me hit it from the back," and he took that condom off and fucking slid up in there.
Really?
Don't.
I remember having sex with a guy one time, and he had a condom on, and then he like leaned down and was like, he's going, and he's like, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like,
that would have made me fucking shoot him.
You about to tell me
I got AIDS.
I'm like,
you got AIDS, yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know you. He's like, I was in a long-term relationship, so I'm not really used to condoms. So like,
yeah, that's what he told me.
Is it the same guy? Does he have a little dick?
Yeah.
These dudes be lying. It ain't that hard to put a condom back on. What's your fear of? What is your fear of?
I fear, well, I mean,
STDs. What's wrong with your
You know what I'm
audio?
saying? That's what I'm saying. It ain't hard to put it back on.
Why your phone sound like that?
I already have a son. I'm fertile. I don't got time. I just, I'm not.
Let me go get my charger.
Yeah.
I need to. And we're just dating. I'm not in a committed relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
2 hours is a long time to not come. Like maybe he wants you to stick something up his ass.
Oh no! I even tried that.
No, he let you. Come back. Where did she go?
I'm sorry. I asked him. Can you hear me? I asked him. You know, like, you ever got your ass licked? Because we were watching some show and they were talking about it. He was like, "Oh no, don't touch me." And he was standing up. He was standing up, and I was like, "Well, let me lick on your back." And he was like, "Okay." So I started doing it, and he was like, and he covered up, his butt. So he's not with that.
You can't ask them.
No, that's like messing it up. You just gotta do it. Like when you down. Second of all,
he'll move your because they get nervous.
Right. Okay.
If you ask them, like it's like they don't want to admit it.
Yeah, you can't because it makes them feel like they're not a man.
Yeah.
Like Marv, have you ever gotten your ass eaten?
Hell no.
See, and he probably
Hell
like
no.
15 times. Or like one thing I will say, like, obviously you don't do that to everybody, but like there might be somebody that I may have dated before that I'm like, no way in a billion years would I ever do that shit to them. I just feel like certain people don't wash their butt the way they supposed to.
Did y'all hear that? What's his name? August said he was on lip service. He said that he only fucked a few girls anal and some vagina.
I wasn't on that episode. It was before I was on lip service. But what did he say?
He said that he said it on the recent interview with Angela too, but he was like, he will only fuck, he used to do like all anal for girls and only the special ones have vaginal.
He might be bisexual. I don't know about that.
He got a lot of shit with him, okay?
No comment. August got too big of a dick to be walking around shoving that shit up everybody's ass. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, that's only happened to me a few times, and let me just say that it's not with the biggest dick I ever fucked. Like, you don't put that up your ass.
No, for sure not.
Like, I really be some guys out there that are gay. I really be like having it for them, like having all my heart and sympathy because I don't understand how they could take a big dick up their ass like that. Like. Sorry. Marv is like, what? But this is what I'm saying. Like, Marv, are you an anal guy? Do you go for the ass when it comes to your girl?
Nah, it's more like a finger thing, not like a whole.
Right.
Like I'm not sticking my tongue in nobody's ass. That's just wild.
I mean, fuck.
I have a question.
Nah.
What is the infatuation with guys wanting to do that to women? Like, why do they want to have anal?
Anal sex. Have you had a lot of anal sex, Twerk God and Marv? Because y'all the only two guys. We can't answer for y'all.
Nope, never.
Nah, I don't do it.
Never.
Only with Jason.
And during quarantine, I finally experienced an anal orgasm.
She's like, I'm so bored. I'm like, shove it up my ass. Do something.
Now, when I tell you, it was like the most explosive thing it literally like takes over your whole body. I had no idea. Like I've done it in the ass before, but I've never had an orgasm in the ass. I just did it, hopefully waiting for them to hurry up and stop. Like, okay.
Right.
But this time it actually was pleasurable to me. And once I got that experience, I said to myself, oh, this is why
women like it up the ass. Oh.
No.
Guys like it up the ass. Because they even have a spot that we don't have in ass.
Their G-spot is back there.
I don't believe that. I think people just saying that to get men more comfortable.
No, that's true.
I don't believe that.
Scientific.
I never needed that.
You don't know.
Medically proven.
You don't know that what you're missing. Let's just say that.
Guys
Well, I
love
feel
a
like
finger up their ass.
my
though.
experiences have
Like,
been so great that I don't think I need to start exploring that.
No, it's
To get to
literally
like, oh, let me
like
go that route.
it's literally like it takes over your whole body.
But Cuddy, could he tell? Like, could he tell the difference of when you got real comfortable opposed to like other times? Because did y'all talk about it after? Like, because I'm pretty sure you was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I be talking during sex. I'm like, I'm coming in my ass. I'm coming in my ass.
Well, that would make a man want to do. That would make me, if I was a man, I'd be like, come on, let's fuck your ass.
Yeah.
No, that is true.
So he tried it. But I do have to admit, because I don't smoke or anything like that. But we did
literally, but
did do a little piece of edible.
Hell no.
The thing, and that because at first it was like hurting a little bit, whatever. But then because I was like a little numb from the edible, and it's crazy because we had gotten the edible from like a week ago, and I had like probably even more the first time. But I was like, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. But then, like, we saved it. I don't know if it sits for a week and gets stronger.
Bitch, you were just ready to get fucked in the ass. Stop.
No, I said the freaking edible got stronger because I had more.
Don't blame the edible.
Time.
I eat edibles all the time, and
listen,
edibles are the devil.
I think once I put it in the drawer, it probably like seeped in.
It was next to the lube, and they became friends. I just wonder how it feels for a guy because I know an asshole is tight as fuck. Like a vagina opens up immediately. I feel like, but with an asshole, that shit is like this. It's like,
but the asshole opens up too. Just think of when you shitting.
True, Marv, because he
even that hurts.
What hurts?
Right?
The shit.
Yeah.
A certain shit, if it's too hard, that hurts.
You need some sea moss because your shit ain't supposed to be hitting. I mean, your shit ain't supposed to be hurting.
Sometimes
like when you constipated?
For real? What the fuck are y'all eating?
Everything.
Okay. Well, let's get back to this Jada shit. Marv, would you be okay with your girlfriend stepping out on the relationship as long as you knew about it?
No, never. I'm too selfish for that. Hell no. I don't know what Will and Jada on. That whole
Have
life
you
partner
stepped out
stuff.
of your relationship?
In previous one, yeah.
And your woman knew about it?
Hell nah.
You lied and snuck around.
I got caught, but what I'm saying, she didn't know at the time. It was like, oh, that's okay.
Were you ever in a situation where you felt like they knew about each other and they still stayed with you? The two women?
Yeah, but we weren't official though. I was one of those dudes who was extremely honest because I'm like, I'd rather you not cut up my wheels or break my windows. It's either you with it or you not. Or I'll omit, I by omission and be like, it's
that's the line.
It's all right. Like we had a little bit of this, and they'd be like, oh no, but then I never told you that we were exclusive, like that kind of. Like I'll do the lie by omission and then try to walk it back.
You have a girlfriend, but they don't. Wait, what is it? They're your boyfriend, but you're not their girl. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a sense.
I always say, like, I've been dumb enough to stay with a cheater, but I haven't been dumb enough to stay faithful.
So you'll cheat too?
Oh, yeah.
See, I don't know. Like, I have a conscience.
I won't cheat first.
I'm too scared to cheat.
I'm not gonna cheat first, so there's no conscience. Like
I get what you're saying.
I would have a conscience if I did it first. But once you cheat on me, I get like a get out of jail for free card. I get a cheat for free card.
But so that is kind of like a Will and Jada situation.
Who breaks up with who? Like once y'all
because he's not gonna know.
You just not letting him know, but y'all able to do what y'all want on the side. I just
redeem it when I feel like it. I always say, like, I don't cheat on you because I don't, like, go and cheat on you.
Right.
Like, because you cheated on me. Like, I'm not that. Like, that's whole shit. Like, I'm gonna go fuck a nigga because you cheated on me. No. But now I get my little cheat for free card, so that means that if the opportunity comes around,
oh, got you.
Like doing it, I ain't
What?
going to
No, wait. What if he don't do nothing for like 3 years and he good and you still got this get out of cheat free card?
No, I don't know.
No such thing as that, but go ahead.
That's what she just made herself want.
Yeah,
So
she made that up.
I'll put an
If
expiration
you gonna
date.
forgive me, you gonna forgive me. There's no get back.
I'll put
See,
an
that's how
expiration-
niggas think.
I'll put an expiration date on my cheat for free card. Like redeem within 1 year.
Nah, because that means you was angry for a year. I'm not dealing with your anger for a year. You got that week.
I just remember.
Maybe a couple
I got a
weeks.
memory.
That just tells me you had it planned. I'm like, nah, she been plotting on somebody. She gotta wait. She's
That's
gonna do it
not
over
true.
a course of 12 months.
Guys will fall in your lap for real.
You got
That's what I'm
cheated
saying.
on
So
before,
that's why
Mark?
you should be able to do it within a week. If you gotta wait a year, that means you got somebody in mind that you gotta wait until you run into them or get that opportunity to get to that particular person, which means you was cheating in your mind prior to
No,
my
what?
occurrence. So that
It's not premeditated.
there's no way.
So crazy.
A whole year?
It's not premeditated.
It got to be like a fit of rage, like, oh my God, I just caught him. I got to get revenge. That
No,
same
that's
day,
worse.
that same week.
That's
You telling me
all-
6 months down the line, you still mad?
I'm not mad.
Yes. I'm mad for the rest of my life if you did some foul shit to me. Are you saying, what the fuck is wrong with niggas? Why do y'all think just because y'all say sorry, it's like gonna erase everything y'all did? Like, no, what the fuck?
It should. Like, my sorry was sincere. So I feel like once I say sorry and you say you forgive me,
Will you cheat
we
again?
close the door on that.
Have you ever said sorry and then cheated again?
Absolutely.
What the fuck does your sorry mean then?
Right.
Like,
But what that got to do with you going back 6 months later, though?
have you ever?
Because you continuing the same behavior. Come
But
on
you
now.
didn't catch you didn't catch it afterwards. You only caught the one. So that one occurrence is where your offense happens. So you
No,
got,
okay, you're only
I would
wrong
give
if you
you
get
at
caught.
most 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks after that one. After
Because
that, you done premeditated, so you've been plotting on, and that's the whole level.
But now you lying. If you saying sorry, but you continue to cheat, that's a lie. So you really don't give a damn.
What if it's a different girl, though? Do that count? For that sorry was for that one person.
Yo, this nigga is a dirtbag. You a dirtbag.
That sorry.
I thought he was cute. I was gonna say, what's his name? Let me get it.
You got a boyfriend. Yo.
No, we're
See,
dating.
look, you see what I'm saying?
Dating.
We're dating. We're dating.
Okay, Jada and Will, I see y'all. Y'all
Listen,
are perfect.
that sorry
match if
is
you
for that
think about
person.
it.
That sorry don't extend to everybody else. It's for that one person.
Are you gonna let her cheat or
If you're
not?
emotional, you gotta be emotional with that one person and that one occurrence. You can't come back. It happened in January. You know what? I'm going back home for Thanksgiving break, so I'm gonna go ahead and get with this guy I've been thinking about getting
It's
with
not
anyway.
like that.
That tells
It's
me
like
you
you
already
did
want to
it.
get with him.
You know,
It's
I
like a
don't,
you
I, don't,
did it thing.
I don't seem to meet guys who like cheat once a year. I get like with the habitual cheaters
Mhm.
who is like continuous, like, you know, and I know it has a lot to do with like lifestyle and, you know, money and all of that stuff. Like I always say, guys get money so they can have their pick of bitches. Okay. So, and
I
that's
don't think
why
that's the only reason they get
Not
money,
literally.
but I feel like it
Not
comes
literally.
with the money.
yeah, not literally, but
Yeah.
they just use it to manipulate and get, you know, have their lifestyle mapped out however they want it to. And usually it involves like a whole bunch of female, in my opinion. Like the guys that I've dealt with, that's their thing, you know? So it's like what he's saying about, oh yeah, you know, you cheat one time and then after 2 weeks it should like expire. Cause
No, that sounds so fucking crazy to me.
it's like,
I tell you, your
by that
revenge
time you probably gonna
expires.
get cheated again.
Wait, have you ever, did I ask you? No. Have you ever forgave a woman for cheating on you?
No.
No.
Would you?
Yeah.
No.
No, but listen to what y'all just said. Y'all just said you got a year time frame to cheat back.
Guys
And I
don't,
told y'all my
No,
theory on
Cuddy
that.
said
That means you was
that.
thinking about it prior to.
guys don't
So
leave.
it's
Don't let
beyond
them
emotional at this point. It's
Don't
not
let
like it's a fit of rage. I need
No.
you, like, you telling me you cheat 5-6 months later, you rehash what we already done had. Like, we supposed to, we going on to be happy, and you bring that, you reopen up that sore by
But how are
cheating 6
we
months
happy?
later.
Like, what? Because this is the thing. Are you cheating and still cheating? Like, did you cheat and still cheat? Yes. Are you gonna stop after you said sorry? Are you done?
The knowingly, we got the knowing part though. You can't go based on what you don't know. So
what you mean? What does that mean?
So what I'm saying is like, you know how y'all said, if you say sorry, you keep going, and I say, without you knowing, yes. So you can't go based off information you don't know. So according to you, I've been angel.
You sound crazy as hell. You get cheated. You need to get cheated on all the time.
Right.
I'm unforgiving though.
Women, guys lie and say that they don't forgive for cheating. That's a lie.
I know that's a lie.
They will definitely stay. And I always say, if a woman is going to cheat, you better be convicted and you're cheating, because if you act apologetic, they're going to drag you.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, I fucking did it. And because they not ready for that. And
you never hear the end of that shit.
And the guy is like, now he start real. I always say, like, guys get beside themselves when they think that they bitch won't go fuck another nigga.
True.
You gotta let them think that you got a little hole in you. You ain't about to sit there and take that shit. Fuck
a nigga be mad as hell if he think that you fucked another nigga after you was done with him. It don't matter if you cheated on him. Y'all could have been broken up, everything. You like, yo, I fuck with this other nigga now. Bitch, you was cheating on me. And you're like, we're not together.
How soon? I need to know how soon, because women have
together.
You need to know
after a breakup.
Why does that matter? I'm not no more.
Because there's lingering feelings after a breakup. Women don't just go
on your end.
On your end.
I got nothing to do with your end.
By the time we leave, we've been left. So
we got this gray area where we can come back for like a month or maybe sometimes 2 months, 3 months.
Why do y'all
think go
that?
Get with somebody else.
No, over is over.
Nah, but breaking up is the process, though.
Some women be like, their body count is important, so they won't go jump right into the next relationship or to the next dude. They'd rather be like, I'm single, but I'm going to still mess with my ex because I'm comfortable there for now. And then after a while, they're like, all right, now I'm done with you. And
so how you know it's over? What makes it officially over for y'all?
When we stop having sex.
Now, when y'all find out that she with somebody and doing something, that's when it's over for y'all. Because my ex.
Well, when she happy though, if she's not happy with that new person,
I don't care if she's happy. You'll still try to fuck.
Right.
Yeah, of course. We'll know her level of happiness if she won't let us. If she block us or won't entertain us at all, like she stopped commenting on your pictures or liking your pictures, once she stopped doing that, then she's truly happy. And at that point, it's over. The game's over.
Look how niggas think.
Anything outside of that, if she's still giving you any attention, she's still interested. You still got a chance. You may not have a chance immediately because that little honeymoon phase, but when that's over with, if she see how dirtbag he is, she's like, I'd rather go deal with my ex if I'm going to deal with this new.
Have you ever been faithful, Marv? I don't feel like you've ever been faithful.
I'm faithful now.
What's sliding my DM?
Is your girlfriend outside of you?
Nope. I got a wife and a kid.
Oh.
We in a happy family now.
How long you been faithful, Marv?
The whole time.
He ain't faithful. She don't know about it. You don't know about it.
Yes, you got what?
This nigga, man.
These accusations is ridiculous. You see, this is what women, y'all start accusing us for stuff we're not doing.
I asked you a question.
Like,
I asked, and now that's accusing.
I think the line of question in itself is accusing.
Oh my God.
I feel like women shouldn't be thinking like that. Like, why would you go ahead and put something like that into the world? Like, bring that kind of energy into the world.
Yo, you really a swindler. How many guys you met like him, Cuddy?
Huh?
How many guys you met like him?
Nah, I'm like probably 10 times worse than him. He would never be able to get like, he sounds like, if he talks a good game, but I would be like, no, this is, I don't know.
He can't talk circles around you.
No.
Okay, well, guys, I have to go. Thanks for adding me.
Bye, lock you down. We gonna have to put that thing in your pussy that make it wet.
Telling your boyfriend you try to cheat.
He's not my boyfriend. I'm dating. I tell your wife you trying to cheat.
Oh.
I'm kidding.